You have a celebrity with you tonight. You can go from one end of this country, east to west, north to south, and mention the name Nimble Will Nomad, and people in the hiking and backpacking community will perk up. There are very few of us hikers who have accomplished the Triple Crown. That's the Eastern Continental Trail, the Continental Divide Trail, and the Pacific Crest Trail. Nomad has conquered them all. Not only that, those 3 trails make up the 11 National Scenic Trails. Together they comprise 18,600 miles. Nomad has hiked them all. Folks, you are in for a treat. And it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you Dr. M.J. Eberhart, Eb, Sonny, and Nimble Will Nomad.
Distinct privilege and indeed a blessing to be here and to have you folks come out on an evening like this to listen to an old man tell a bunch of lies. I'll tell you folks, if you haven't heard about Flagg Mountain, you're further behind on the curve than I am. It's getting a lot of attention. It's a very popular site now. The Pinhoti Trail runs, it begins now, guess where? Guess where it starts? It starts on Flagg Mountain. And why would it start on Flagg Mountain? It starts on Flagg Mountain because if you're coming north out of the Gulf, it'll be the first mountain. If you're coming south along the Appalachian Mountain Range, it'll be the last mountain. But what we can have is we can have an awareness of what I've just told you. If you're going to take 6 months of your life and you're going to devote that time to putting on a backpack and hiking some 2,150 miles, and you're going to say, well, I've hiked the Appalachians. Well, you haven't quite done it if you haven't started down in a place called Flagg Mountain, Alabama. So the desire and what we want to do is to broadcast this and get the word out that if you're going to take this amount of time, this number of months and days of your life, the hiking, why not go down where this thing starts, where the Appalachian Mountains begin? Okay, Coach, I know what you want to talk about, so.
So told Robin and I and another friend, 2 of ours, a story about one time when he nearly got run over on a road hike that he was on, and it occurred to him that he ought to record his feelings about that, and he recited a poem that he'd written for us down there one day a couple of weeks ago, and it was a very inspirational experience.
Delighted to, Coach. And again, thank you for your friendship. He was one of the first people I met here. And so this is in the Outer Banks now, and I've been like a day and a half coming up the Outer Banks from Cape Hatteras. And I'd almost got struck, almost been run over twice. And I was a veteran even at that time to road walking. So, I mean, if you're going to get me, you're going to have to work at it. Even though I'm an old man, you'd be surprised how fast I can get out of your way. If you're putting your grill up in my face, I'm going to move, okay? Well, got close to getting struck 2 different times. Right at the very beginning of that hike, and I'm thinking to myself, and eventually ended up praying to the Lord to help me. That evening I was able to jot down the makings of a pretty neat prayer. And once I had polished it and got it to where I was happy with it, I ended up having to look up, there was at least 2 of the words that were in that I had to look up the meaning of. So the inspiration came through me. What you're going to hear here, I am just a conduit for this. I'm going to recite it for you, but it's a prayer that we can all relate to as far as our life is concerned. Now, this just has to do with me specifically on that road walk, that trail, but this is a prayer about us and our life. And it's entitled, A Path by the Side of the Road. Is that the one, Coach? Okay. It goes like this. Lord, set me a path by the side of the road. Pray this be part of your plan. Then heap on the burden and pile on the load, and I'll trek it the best that I can. Please bless me with patience. Touch strength to my back. Then cut me loose and I'll go. Just like the burro toting his pack, the oxen plowing his row. And once on this journey, a witness for you, toward thy way, the truth and the light. Shine forth my countenance, steady and true, o'er the pathway to goodness and right. And lest I should falter, and lest I should fail, let all who know that I tried, for I am a bungler, feeble and frail. For you, dear Lord, I've denied. So, blessed be the day your judgment comes due, and blessed be thy mercies bestowed, and blessed be this journey. All praises to you for this path by the side of the road. From that moment on, the entire rest of that journey, all the way from Cape Hatteras to San Diego, California, I had firmly fixed on each of my shoulders an angel. And I had wide, safe, joy-filled passage the entire remainder of that journey. That's that story.